Secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays, kids more work. How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough when it's time to let go?
Yo, what is poppin', YouTube fam? It is the top of the week, so you already know what's going down. It's your boy, Mr.BandClap, at it again with another on point Orisha Tarot forecast spread for the week of Monday, September the 28th through Sunday, October the 4th of 2020. You already know how this goes down, but for my newcomers to my channel, this row right here is going to be the overall energies for the week. And as you see, each of these rows represent a day of the week, and like I always say, you may not feel these energies on that particular day, but it's just something for you to watch out for this week. Now, before I even start, I want to extend to you all my greatest thanks and just my greatest gratitude for all of the many donations that I received. And because of you all, I was actually able to make that pilgrimage from Orlando to Memphis so I can see the homegoing of my grandmother, Sister Lottie Pete. One last time, I was able to go to the funeral and all of those things. As you can see, I was even able to say some things on her behalf, which was really dope. If I can find a family member who recorded and they actually got the audio of what I said, because I forgot what I said, it was literally channeled. But I'll definitely post it within my next video. All right, so as you all know, for the YouTube version, I'm only going to pull the first card from each row. And if you want to see the full version of this spread, please visit my Patreon at www.patreon.com/BandClapTV. All right, let's get started. So let's see what the overall energy of the week is going to be. Now, this is some very good news. This is some very good news simply because shout out to my Sagittarius brothers and sisters. I know a lot of us right now emotionally are going through a lot of shit right now. You know, we are in the fall equinox right now, and some of us, you know, who are on this soul journey, whatever it is that you're doing, some of us, our harvest that we was promised with this fall equinox, some of us, that harvest hasn't seemed to come in yet. So a lot of us, since we thought that this harvest was supposed to come a whole lot quicker and a whole lot faster, because we've been so diligent, because we've been on the front lines fighting that good fight, a lot of us, we feel shortchanged. I know a lot of us feel like we're at our wits' end. We feel like we just want to give up and all of those things. But this card right here, and this card has shown up in a lot of my readings, and every time it shows up, it's like that victory. And I feel like this week, we're gonna need this motivation this week more than anything. You know, we're going from the summer to the fall, going into October and all of that. So this card is very, very good. It's a very, very telling, very, very good card for the people out there who haven't received their harvest just yet. For the people who haven't received that victory and you think that it's not gonna come, you know, you're giving up, you're at your wit's end, like a lot of my soul family members that I've been talking to. Now, just a little bit on this card. As you can see, you see 6 tired and exhausted men returning to the village after a previous sequence rescuing a woman from the voracious and instinctive appetite of the beast. Remember, I did a whole podcast talking about fighting the beast. Each of them is clutching a torch which seems to be brighter as evidence of their victory. They pull a net holding the body of the feared beast. Now, shout out to my baby girl, Moyana. Definitely follow her YouTube channel. And I remember we had a conversation right before this, and she was talking about how the divine feminine, you know, that whole divine feminine type of energy that a lot of us men, we feel like it's kind of a thing of the past, you know. That energy is coming back. And this ain't no spook shit. This ain't no Jesus type stuff. You know, this is real talk. You know, and with this card, as you can see, when it was talking about the tired, exhausted men, you know, we've been through a lot, especially as black men, as melanated people in this fucked up world that we live in. You know, we've been through a lot. And what I'm getting right now is this ain't for everybody. You know, this ain't for everybody. This is strictly for the soul family. You know, the village will know the outcome of the battle. The news will quickly spread. Evil has been defeated, and the beauty of the woman is reflected in the nobility and kindness of the man who fights with justice as a weapon. The battle was a great strategy fought with art and science, progress, prominence, success, and achievements. So this overall energy is super dope. And for those who haven't received that victory as of yet, this is nothing but a motivating message for you. And I really, really can't wait to pull all of these down here to see what kind of victory that it's talking about. So definitely check out my Patreon version so you can really, really see the fullness of what this spread is about. All right, so let's see what Monday has for us. Got 2 cards. We got the message from air reversed, and we got the 7 of earth upright. All right, and remember I did a podcast talking about Ayazan, and we know that Ayazan, she represents the palm tree. And as you can see, that man decided to travel to the highest and the most hardest, I know that's not a word, but the hardest palm tree, so he can get all of those coconuts, because at the end of the day, he wasn't thinking about just himself. You know, he was thinking about the collective. And I know this card talks about to make sure that the people that you are getting those coconuts for, make sure that they deserve it. Make sure that they was some type of asset to your life that helped you to get to where you're at. No freeloaders. No freeloaders. So this is a very, very clear message. With the message from air that's reversed, it's talking about you have lost faith in your relatives and they are not taking into account of your work. You have failed to keep up the progress because of this, and you may be in a very lethargic type of state. And this may be another reason why a lot of us are feeling down right now. A lot of us are feeling down and a lot of us are losing hope simply because as Soul Family, we've put in a lot of work. We've put in a lot of work. We've done a lot of work. And sometimes, with that ego, we can truly feel like, we're putting in all of this work and we're doing all of this stuff. But yet again, I'm not being noticed and I'm not being recognized for all of this work that I put in. Look at this. Look at this work that he putting in. He went through all of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 palm trees. And he decided that in order for him to get the type of harvest that he's trying to get, he understands that he got to go up the hardest palm tree to climb, the tallest one, because that's the one that's going to bear the most fruit, which are those coconuts. Now, with this 7 of earth that's upright, this is talking about in this time, because remember, this is the overall energy of this week. So if this is you, if you're a person that's in a lethargic, giving up type of state because you put in all this work, you've done all this stuff, and no one is still giving you that type of recognition that you deserve. You still feel like you're still getting the low end of the stick, even though you put in all of this work. What this 7 of earth is talking about, a time for harvesting and checking what you have sown to verify that the palm has been faithful by giving its fruit. A person that does not speculate but shares and expects the same from his own group. Very, very beautiful message for that person. So don't feel like you're never ever going to get that recognition. Don't feel like that you're never ever going to get that harvest that you deserve, because you've put in the work that you need to put in. And just because everybody isn't applauding you or noticing you for the things that you've done, always remember that the person or people or entities that need to know the work that you put in, because they are the ones that are responsible for giving you the harvest, they're watching and they know what's up. So let's see what Tuesday has for us. All right. Muddy water. Muddy water. Okay. Very, very transforming message. We got the 5 of water upright, and we got the 5 of earth upright. So this is for my Sagittarius, for my Scorpios. Now, this is somebody else. This is somebody else, because this 5 of earth, serious economic loss, unemployment, dark and morbid thoughts, business going wrong. Your spirit might have darkened, because of all of the things that you've been through, loneliness. And the reason why you feel like this is because of this 5 of water. which is a deep sorrow over problems you plan to solve. There is no time for protest or complaints, loss of values, negative energy surrounding you. So one person that's out here, because you got a person that's put in a whole lot of work and they wasn't getting the recognition and all of those things that they felt like that they deserved. They wasn't getting the harvest that they felt like they deserved. And you got this other person over here who had some good intentions. You know, they were trying to figure out and they was trying to solve their problems the best way that they knew how, but the water that they're in, it's so muddy that no one or two things is going to get them out of this. And because of that, they've lost a whole lot. They've lost a whole lot. But there's something else when it comes to this card that you all know, that when that goat goes through that volcano and it goes all the way down to the bottom and all of that, the reason why Scorpio is a part of this card is because all of this that you're going through, there's supposed to be a transformation. There's supposed to be a transformation regarding this. And I know when it comes to when you're in that and somebody's telling you, oh, you know, this is for transformation. All trials and tribulations come to make you stronger. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. It's kind of like that prosperity gospel, prosperity preaching type of bullshit. So you know what? Just for the YouTube version, because we already know that even if you feel like this is what's going to be the outcome, especially within this week. This is what's going to be the outcome. I want to pull one more card because I don't want to just leave y'all like this on YouTube. I don't want to leave y'all like this. I want to pull one more card. Let me see. All right. Obanani. Very, very, very dope card. And I was hoping that either Obanani was going to come out or Oshun was going to come out. Now, this is a very, very, it kind of puts all of this together. Because remember the story of Obanani. Remember how she started out as the queen when it comes to the earthly realm. She had a wonderful king, a wonderful husband, Shango, and they ruled together very, very lovingly, and they had a very, very loving type of marriage until her sister Oya told her that you need to do some voodoo on Shango to make sure that he doesn't cheat on you, which, like I said, Shango actually let all of his concubines and let all his side pieces go when he got serious with Obanani, which was something that Oya just couldn't believe. And Obanani did something. She cut off her ear and put it in Shango's soup. And when she did that, Shango instantly knew what was going on when he saw it floating in his soup. And it landed her in this position. And then he ended up kicking her out the castle. And now she's the goat that fell into the volcano. She fell into the volcano, aka she ended up going to the underworld, going to the cemetery, because she was so depressed and she was so down because of the things that was going on that she didn't want to be on this earthly plane anymore. Now, the thing about it is, when she went to the underworld and when she went to the cemetery, that's when Obanani became Akasha. She became the divine librarian. She became the keeper of the records. the keeper of the records of life and death. So the thing about it is, with her being that Akasha figure with the Orishas, she actually have a way more important job in the underworld than she got on Earth. She has a way more important job being the keeper of the records of life and death and all the many, many lifetimes and all those things. She has a way more important job now than she did back then. So for this person who have this sorrow because of problems that they couldn't solve and they ended up losing it all. And every time we talk about things that you can't control, you're going through things that you can't control, it's a reason why. And it's supposed to transform you into, just like how Obanani transformed into Akasha, the keeper of the records, which was a way more important job than what she was doing on Earth. So what this means is, when you go through this transformation and you're about to end up in a way more responsible position, and you gotta take all of these mistakes that you made in the past, make sure you don't forget them, because now these mistakes are going to be your wisdom. Remember, Obanani is a strategist. She is a strategist, and she is very, very wise because of all the bullshit that she been through. Shit, I'll be wise too if I went through all of that. And that's why Obanani is a very, very good Orisha to have on your side. So that's a very beautiful message for Tuesday. Let's see what Wednesday has for us. All right. So Wednesday, we have the female issue reversed. Now, when the female issue is upright, this represents Pambagera. And one thing that I've noticed when it comes to doing these readings, when the female issue is reversed, this represents a version of Pambagera who does not know herself. And it's funny because with the rise of a lot of these women making OnlyFans accounts and feminism in the black community, all of these different things representing that Pambagera energy, but they don't know themselves, so they're easily to be manipulated. They're easily to be manipulated, and they're easily to be put in very, very dangerous situations. And you know what? Just for the YouTube version, I want to pull a card for this, because I'm like, okay, we got Pambagera right here. You know, the version of her that doesn't know herself, so she can be very, very destructive, very manipulative. And let me see what this is about. Let me pull one more card. All right. That's the guardian angel in reverse. The guardian angel in reverse. And that's not good. That's definitely not good. And this is for my men, because for my men out there, we know that a Pambagera who doesn't know herself is the easiest to have sex with. She's the easiest to have sex with. And she's that crazy chick that don't know herself, but got some good poom poom, and she don't even know herself even in that light. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me see. Let me show y'all what this guardian angel reverse is talking about. This card, it talks about bad energies or influences are brought near. Distance yourself from or fighting with partners or associates, communication problems. This talks about lack of protection and ruptures and disagreements. So on Wednesday, make sure that you watch out. You watch out for this type of energy. You know, for my people that's, not in the spiritual sphere, or even if you are in the spiritual sphere, but, you still like to, for observation purposes, look at the stuff that's going on in the world. Mark my words, something's going to happen this week that's going to personify bad energy coming from a female issue, a manipulative Pambagera who doesn't know herself. Remember, this is Libra season. Who's a Libra that represent that Pambagera energy in the world? When we talk about the music industry, Cardi B. Now, I'm not saying that, this represents Cardi B as far as, something is going to happen to her or something like that. But beware of women who are very, very sexually promiscuous, and they don't know themselves as the goddesses that they are. So they're just, having sex with just anybody, and they're just getting their energies usurped from them, and they're getting these attachments, these negative attachments, latched onto them. Don't do it, man. I know they're gonna be sexy, they're gonna be bad, they're gonna look good, they're gonna be easy to smash, but at the end of the day, it just ain't worth it. Yeah, I mean, it just ain't worth it. All right, let's see what Thursday has for us. And Thursday is the day that I'm going to pull all 3 cards for the YouTube version. So we got Shango in reverse. So that's injustice. What is the injustice about? We got the 2 of air upright. Okay. So we know what this card is about, and it's funny. It's funny every time I pull a spread and Obanani comes out, I know that Shango is somewhere very, very close. So it's funny, I pulled Obanani on Tuesday, and now we got Shango in reverse on Thursday. And we know Shango in reverse is talking about injustice. So we know that this 9 of Earth is talking about someone who adopted a position because they prefer solitude to the incompatibility of those who could not understand them. For time was running away, and it was necessary to provide for the future. So this person prefers to go away, them and their wisdom, upon noticing the danger, but without false pride, cultivates a virgin land with love in order to enjoy its fruits later. So this is another person. This is someone who is leaving a situation because they know that it's a dangerous situation and it's not going to suit them. And they know that if they stay in this situation that they're in, it's going to do nothing but blossom something negative. So they left while the getting was good, but they made a mistake. They made sure, not made a mistake, but they made sure that upon leaving, they left some jewels behind. So the people who are coming up behind this person, they kind of got a roadmap to, if things get too bad, you can do what I'm doing, and I'm going to leave you a roadmap so you won't have to go through the things that I went through, right? So since you had really, really good intentions when you made this move, you had this 2 of air. This is searching for ideals, effective oral or written communication, agreements, strength, friendship, faithfulness, joy, respect. You were very respected because you made this move, but you wasn't stingy. You made sure that you made a way for other people. So if they wanted to follow you, or if they wanted to make that move, they could follow the plan or the roadmap that you put out. So you were respected for that. There is love in everything you do, and you strike a balance between the mental, the material, and the spiritual. And you still got injustice. It's like you did all of this stuff. You did all of this stuff right. You left when you were supposed to. You network with the right people. You feel like everything is supposed to be going the way it's supposed to go. You got this two of air, faithfulness, joy, loyalty, respect, and you still got fucked over. Injustice. You still got fucked over. So again, for this person, remember what this Seven of Fire talked about. Remember what this Seven of Fire talked about. Or the Six of Fire, my bad. Remember what the Six of Fire talked about. Because what this reading seems like, this is kind of showing me different people. You got this person who was working hard, but they're not getting recognized for the hard work they put in and stuff like that. And then you got this person who, it was just some shit that was just out of your control. And you end up falling into some fire that you just couldn't get out of. And that fire transformed you into the Akasha. It transformed you into a very, very wise person. You got wise because of the fire that you went through. And that fire, you're using that fire as that torch for this Six of Fire. Then you have a wayward Pambagira. And she's trying to find her way. She's a wayward Pambagira that doesn't know herself, and she's trying to find her way. But she got a whole lot of negative energy around her. She got a whole lot of negative influences around her. This represents a woman who may have been a former stripper, a former prostitute, a former, thought. And she wants to do the right thing now. She's waking up. She want to do the right thing, but she hasn't moved away from her environment yet. So she got a whole lot of guardian angels in reverse that's around her. A lot of negative energy around her. And for you, this Six of Fire is for you too. Then you got another person on Thursday. This represents somebody who had the best intentions, but they knew that they couldn't do what they wanted to do where they're at. So they had to move. They had to leave. And even though they left, they had good intentions. They networked. They did what they were supposed to do. They created a new infrastructure. And even with all of that, they still feel like that there's injustice. Remember, this is for you. This Six of Fire is for you. All right, let's see what Friday has for us. And now we are going towards the end of the week. So we got the salamanders and it's upright, which is good. Okay. Okay. So this is another person. This is another person right here for Friday. This represents someone who has a lot of experience in life, went through a lot of things. They fight for ideals. Someone who's a great thinker, strategist, ruler. Someone who has strong will and is dynamic and optimistic, as well as realistic and rational. So this is a very, very well-balanced person. The salamander is a well-balanced person, but with this water element in reverse, this might be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person who's very balanced. You know, they're very logical, they're very rational, they're balanced, but due to some pain that they went through, whether it was through a relationship or, you know, because of the many failures that they went through, this water element is reversed. This water element is reversed, which means that this is a person that he went through a whole lot of pain in their life. They went through a whole lot of pain in their life. But it's like when it comes to them on an outward level, they appear as this salamander. And it's funny because when it comes to my Pisces brothers and sisters, one thing I notice about them, they can wear pain extremely well, a little bit too well, to the point to where when you actually get to know them and you actually get to know all of this water element in reverse stuff that they went through, like, you damn near feel so sorry for them. You're like, God dang, you've been through all of this, and you know, you look like this carefree salamander that, you know, appears wise, but still kind of got that vitality as they haven't really been through much, but they're wise. So this is another person. This is another person that this Six of Fire is talking about. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different people, 5 different situations. If you're in any of these situations that I'm talking about, this Six of Fire is for you. If you're in any of these situations. All right. So now we are on the weekend, baby. Let's see what Saturday got for us. Let's see what Saturday got for us. Okay. So this is a 7 of water and it's reversed. And this 7 of water in reverse is talking about another person. Another person. So this person is looking for a solution in the right path, and they're persistent in that. Understand that humility leads to greatness, and only those who have a great spirit, those who have a great spirit reach great goals. I was trying to say period. They're looking for a path of faith on a step-by-step escalation. They're asking without demanding, and they're giving without expecting any compensation. They're not looking down with arrogance, and they do not underestimate things that they don't have. And they understand that this is going to be a learning journey, that everything that they went through when this 7 of water was upright, it was all a test. And they understand that the illusions that they were following before were just that. They were illusions. And they've learned from these things, and now their discernment is just super, super high. Their discernment is very high. So for this person that's on the right path, that's looking for that right way to go, this is for you. This 6 of Fire is also for you. It's also for you. Very, very clear-cut message. So last but not least, for Sunday, let's see what we got for Sunday. Beautiful. Beautiful. 2 of Fire. So this represents the turnaround. Remember, when I do my readings, everything is everything. Also, remember that I do everything is everything readings as well as individual OPOT spreads on my website, www.bandclaptv.com. Yeah, I mean. And this 2 of Fire, shout out to my Sagittarius, because remember, we was going through a lot. So with this, at the end of the week and the beginning of next week, is some very, very good news. So this kind of represents what is the victory. If you are one of these people that I talked about in this video, and I said this is for you, what does that actually mean for the YouTube version? It means that you're about to join forces for a mutual understanding and protection. This talks about companionship in a new enterprise or a job. The joining of feelings compared to our deeds, expressing a logical equivalent and a rationalist attitude. And if you put those principles into practice, your dominion and your achievements will increase. So what this is talking about is that after this victory on Sunday, you're going to be walking through that new door, whatever that is, walking through that new door, whatever it is. And this is really, really good news. And this is the beginning of October. And for my astrologers out there, we know with this, I think it's like a full moon or something like that in October. And a lot of people are going to be in some real crazy, passionate type of shit in October. So if you were doing your work and this is your harvest, then you have nothing to worry about in October. You got nothing to worry about in October. Now, I'm not saying that, things is just going to be peachy cream. We all go through shit, but, if you did that hard work that you were supposed to do, and you didn't care if you got the recognition that you thought you were supposed to get, if you learned the lessons from all of the muddy waters and the fire that you had to go through because you were so naive and you may have did a sacrifice that you didn't even need to make. Or if you are this person who are trying to get on the right road because you used to be a wayward Pumbagira that didn't know herself, and you're trying to change your environment. You're trying to change your environment and you're on good faith. You had the best intentions. You networked and you made the connection that you were supposed to make. And you feel like you were unjustified. If you were this person that was very wise because of the hurt that they've been through, and if you're this person that learned from your mistakes and now you're searching on the right path, if you just keep at it, you will be glad that you did. All right, y'all. I apologize that this video probably won't get to you all until Tuesday, but I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. I hope that I was able to cover something that one of you have been going through, and hopefully this was very motivating for you. And I can't wait to see what the rest of these cards are talking about, because this was already a super dope message already. So like I always say, if you want to check out the full version of this, join my Patreon at www.patreon.com/BandClapTV. And until next time, peace.